We cater to you. Let me cater to you. Let me cater to you. I wanna let you know, girl, that you know that I am what you do. So let me reassure you, my love will be purpose without you. If I want it, I'm gonna ask you. Flying to be there, challenge me for the better. What do you let me cater to you?
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Make it make sense. That's where you are if you forgot when you clicked on. Alright, you just knew it was my channel. But y'all, this just don't make sense. I'm telling you, this don't make sense. That's why it's on Make It Make Sense. We're gonna try to, with my help, with family help, and we're gonna see what we can do to resolve this issue here. All right, we get the commentary from CBS News. Yes, they titled it R. Kelly Suing Prison after lawyers say he was placed on suicide watch as a form of punishment. Now, be far from me. How can you wrap your mouth around saying you're going to sue somebody for unfair treatment when it comes to you being amongst the population as well as you being separate from everybody else? Now, you did a crime. Why is it that criminals get more privilege and welfare checks and publicity and fair treatment when they didn't give the same damn respect and courtesy to who they offended or who they killed or who they raped or whatever? You know what I'm saying? I never understand it, because I'm saying the only thing that they need when they get sentenced to being guilty, they can't have any type of same-sex relationships up in there. The sale would be so genuinely made where they only thing they can do is beat their meat. Same thing with the women that do crimes too. Only thing they can do is finger themselves. Okay, you ain't finna do no other crime up in there. We ain't turning a blind eye to any of that. Nope, because most rapes do come up in prison, and on same-sex offenders, of course. But we wouldn't have any of that going on. You would not have any equipment far as working out. None of that. You would have, let me see, a TV. You could have a TV. It would be a small portable TV that you would definitely have in your cell. You would have your washing facilities. You know what I'm saying? You would have the indoor plumbing, but like you would stand in a dorm room. You would have a cot. You wouldn't have no bed. You would have a cot. Anything that's just simply done. That's all you would have. But you would not have any recreation where you picking up no weights and building, muscle. So you can definitely outweigh the people that are there supposed to protect you and serve. And of course, they only there are lives and friends upon. Okay. Only thing you would have 3 square meals. Everybody that was pretty much fat, they would be on a diet. Everyone that came in the prison, we might have to give you a little bit more because we don't want you to be dropping below your natural weight that you're supposed to be the size of for your height. Okay? But yeah, the ones that come in now obese and all that, about time we finish, you gonna be slimmed down because you're gonna get the very minimal of food. Okay? Because we don't want you to die because of starvation. We don't want you to sit there, listen and look at what you did to offend the person that you did to get you up in there in the first place. Okay? We would let the family come visit you every Sunday. Okay, we would do that. For the kids, to be every Saturday. We would let you go outside. You would partake of the fresh air 3 times a day. Okay, you just be out there, almost like that picture Life with comedians Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy. It will be a situation like that. Don't cross that line, because if you cross that line, that means you told me you didn't want to be here anymore. And strict action will take you out. If that's what you prefer now, we'll take you out. Okay, and we would bury you or we would cremate you. It's like you almost gave your life away to somebody else to give you. Well, you turned over your life when you did the crime. You turned over your life to someone else to make decisions for you. Okay, but yeah, we will let you definitely pay mentally and physically for what you did to people that you didn't have no business doing in the first place. Okay, so we really have to vet our information. We really have to research it thoroughly because we know how the court system like to pad charges and this, that, and the third. But we will have a group of people specially made not to get paid under the table to make a certain crime disappear or make it more than what it was or make it more than what it make it lesser than what it was. You know what I'm saying? We will have some true decent people up there. Okay, and then we have we really don't want the people to tell us what we're gonna do. Just if you found guilt, if you found them guilty, that's pretty much is it, because we already done set the tone of how many years you would get for this type of offense or whatever, and we wouldn't need no judge. I mean, we wouldn't need no jury. No, we just have the two lawyers going at it. If they found their what do you call it, strategy working for them, then okay, they will have to convince the judge, because we need the judge to be highly cooperative and them being held accountable for the actions. Because I mean, like, we didn't go to school to be lawyers or attorneys or judges. We didn't go to school for that. So why should we be on jury deciding somebody else's plight when the judge went to school? They know all the laws, they know all the infractions, they know everything. Okay, let them make the decisions. Okay. And we damn sure wouldn't have no prejudice person up there. We would vet them so hard, they'll feel like we really touched them. You know what I'm saying? How you reach up and grab somebody through their soul, but you don't find out everything you need to know about that judge. Yeah, that's how it would happen. No payoffs, no bribes, no nothing of that. Just strict a form of regulations and how we're going to punish whomever. And then if we find out the judge is being a little crooked, then they will be set to the same tonations, regulations, and penalties put against them. And they will go in general population as well. All right. I'm telling you, we'll have them prisoners up there like they was in the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, Marine. Well, not the Air Force and Marines, but we damn sure will keep them in the Army state of living. All right. But just going on to what CBS had to write up, and it was Victoria Albert put it out for us. Okay. I read you the title, but I'll read it again just for advocacy. R. Kelly suing prisons after lawyers say he was placed on suicide watch as a form of punishment. Okay. Days after R. Kelly was sentenced to 30 years on federal sex trafficking charges, lawyers for the singer are suing the federal prison housing him, alleging that the facility is unlawfully keeping him on suicide watch as a form of punishment. The lawyers allege that there is no reason for Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center to put the 55-year-old Kelly on suicide watch, and that doing so is causing real and lasting harm to the singer. Well, we have to take a sidebar here. What did he do to get him into jail? What got him to be found guilty? Did he think about those people at the time? Now, I'm not saying he did every last one of them, but I'm pretty sure his hands was dirty, because I can really look at the fact about Aaliyah. You know, that's what keeps coming back to my memory banks. He was messing with Aaliyah when she was definitely not old enough to consent to whatever they were trying to do behind them closed doors. Okay? And then it just behooves me that he don't want certain things done to him because he feels it's unfair. But yet you're there for a reason. Okay, you're there for a reason. You were unfair to a lot of women back in the day that did not want to be around you after certain parts of them knowing how you were going to treat them or have treated them. So no. We don't want you to forget what you done. All right, even though you felt like it was a consensual thing, because you had the poor women coming out testifying against your ass. Okay, now we'll get back to the story. And then again, just a sidebar, when we had you in general population, you were singing to folks. Loved ones over the telephone. Now you can't have that kind of peace and serenity and show off your vocal skills. No, that's not what we sent you there for, Mr. Piper. Now going on back to the article, it says court documents allege that both Before and after the sentencing, the singer was mentally stable and showed no signs of behavior that would justify placing him on suicide watch. Okay, Mr. Kelly impressed upon me repeatedly that he was not suicidal, and the conditions of suicide watch at the MDC were extraordinary, stressful, and harmful. His lawyer wrote in an accompanying affidavit. He expressed on multiple occasions that he did not want to be put on suicide watch and that he was not suicidal and had no thoughts of harming himself or anyone else. Well, sidebar again, most people say that and then they end up harming themselves. Okay? And again, why do we feel you need to make any demands? You are not in a position to make demands. Pied Piper, sit your ass down somewhere, okay? Stop talking to your lawyers, because they just get you further and further entangled, as Jada Pickett had put it when she was trying to tell Will about her infractions. I think she need to go to jail too. Yeah, I think she need to go to jail how she had been treating Will, and Will need to go to jail too of letting her do him that way, at least for a month. Just in general population as well. I'm telling you, if we had some sad rules like how Russia and China rule their citizens over there, we would not have all this crime in our states. I'm telling you, something is to that theory of punishing people for their infractions. Okay, but going back to the article, it says to ensure he wouldn't be sent to suicide watch, Kelly's attorneys or lawyers told him to email them as soon as he returned to the cell after his sentencing. And wait a minute, the document said, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, no, see, we already got him doing infractions now. Why is he emailing anyone? Why does he have a computer? We're not putting him there to learn anything. No, we're not even. See, that's another thing that would go, definitely would go with people that committed criminal acts. They would have, they had to use the pencil and the paper while somebody sit around in the room watching them so they won't try to stab themselves in the neck with the pencil point, okay? They would have, or pen, however you get down. No. No. We would not have any emailing going on. They would not have computers. They're not there to be computer illiterate, okay? And I thought he didn't read or write. So how would he learn to type, okay? And make full sentences. Okay, see, this is telling signs that somebody is getting gooped around here. And it sure wouldn't be the prison system. And again, I wouldn't even let, because I know it's a thing where you have your local celebrities in each state or buying into the prison system and getting stock in that. See, that would be against the law either. Unless you're a state employee, there would be no investing. There would be money given to build more prisons or whatnot, but you would not be making money off the prison system. Now, if you wanted to do something, adopt a school, make a school, okay? Do that. But no, you would not have any rights or legal obligations to think you're going to buy into a prison system where you could keep making money over money over money. No, see, that's what's wrong with the world now. It's too greedy. The citizens are, not all, but the majority. Well, okay, let me not generalize. We'll say some, okay, just to cover our asses. We'll say some people are just greedy and they never know when enough is enough. Enough gathering money is enough, okay? Because you'll never have that ending state of where you think you can go. It's always got to have power over a person, and you got to have money to be able to do that. See, that's messed up, and that's where our systems are now, and that's why we have people acting out in society. But going on back in the article, it's not this person didn't put that in there. That was just my sidebar again. Okay, but they want him to email them. That's what the lawyer said. Email me. Okay, they repeatedly tried contacting the prison after they didn't get their email from the Pied Piper. Well, they say Kelly, but I like the Pied Piper. Okay, but we're not able to get an update on Kelly's location until 2 days later, when a prosecutor confirmed he had been placed on suicide watch. The prosecutor alleged that told Kelly's legal team that MDC legal team said he had been moved for various reasons such as age, crime, publicity, and sentencing. Okay, do R. Kelly think he was in the same type of prison system as Lord, I didn't call him Father Time, but I guess he could be called Father Time, Bill Cosby. And I'm still trying to figure out how he got out, because he need to be back there serving as He, meaning Bill Cosby, needs to be in that jail until he passes away. I'm just saying. Because he had too much popularity, too much resources, where he didn't have to drug anybody. If they wanted him, they wanted him, but they had to be of age, okay? Well, then we needed to have put Mr. Bill Cosby on some type of medication that. Hold on, guys. Nope. That's all you do. Now, see, you loving it now, ain't you? Whatever. Bought my mom a new phone, and she just having a fit because it wasn't the one she wanted. But my Lord, she's 83 years old. She only need a flip phone, guys. She only needed a flip phone. But anyway, she had a smartphone, and she didn't know how to work it. She kept me and my daughter totally looking at that phone. So when her phone went black, I said, this is a chance for us to get a flip phone. So that's between me and you, family, because keep me in prayer when it comes to my 83-year-old mama. She be wearing me out. Okay, but anyway, going back to the article, it says, where are we? Yeah, they separated him because of age, crime, publicity, and sentencing. Now, okay, when did we have all those rights for prisoners? I'm telling you, oh boy, everybody should go on death row. Okay, meaning we're not going to kill you by lethal injection or any frying. You know what I'm saying? That frying stuff with the lightning and things of that nature going through. No, we wouldn't do that. We'll just let you spend your time until the Lord brings you home, okay? Yeah, that's how we would do it. I mean, you just be sitting on now, beginning, but like I said, we would let your family members, not all of them at one time, then we would let them come see you on Saturdays and Sundays if you got kids. You see what I'm saying? The other part have to come on Sunday. But no, there would not be any of that going on. We ain't separating you for nothing. Because sometimes you can learn wisdom. It ain't going to do you no good. It can make you repent prior to you passing out this world of what you had did. But no. It wouldn't be no age gap. If you wanted to get into certain groups when we were having group time and maybe we was watching a video or we wanted to just see how your mentality was working at the time, then yeah, we would probably have to separate you from age. But the crime and publicity and sentencing, all of them would look the same in our book. You offended someone, you victimized someone, and you're there. Okay, all cases would be just like that. I don't care what you got in the jailhouse for. But it would be one strict rule, and that's how you would live your life. You wouldn't be getting out, and you wouldn't be getting partake of the electric chair, which is not known anymore. It's lethal injection. But if we still had that going on, we wouldn't be doing that. We wouldn't do an illegal injection. We would just let you buy your time, and you sit and think day in, day out, every single day of what you did to make you have gotten into the situation that you find yourself in behind closed doors, in prison, behind bars. Okay? Yes. Okay, we're going on back to the article. It says the lawsuit alleges Kelly was put under suicide watch for purely punitive reasons. It's further alleged that MDC facilities have a policy of placing high-profile individuals under the harsh conditions of suicide watch, whether they were suicidal or not, noting that Maxwell's legal team recently made similar allegations. While the lawyers noted that a suicide watch may be appropriate for those who are suicidal, it said the conditions are cruel and unconstitutional for people who are not at suicide risk. Now, I got a sidebar with that. Now, if it's really inhumane, why are we doing suicide watch anyway? Okay. Why are we doing it anyway? So we need to investigate, why do we have suicide precautions? Okay. I mean, I don't know what you could do because, they be trying to hang themselves with the blankets or the sheets. The temperature would have to be the right degrees where you wouldn't be hot and you wouldn't be cold. It'd just be pleasurable. Okay. We're not giving you any kind of, stuff to sleep on. Let me see. I really, of course, when you have flip flaps, I mean, you couldn't beat yourself with no plastic flip flaps. Then, see, socks would not be, because you could tie those, but it still wouldn't, it could be offended as well. That's why we have the jumpsuit, so we don't have to worry about the belts, buckles, and stuff of that nature. And we have the flip flaps because we don't have to worry about tennis shoes, strings of that nature. But, I don't know. Maybe we have to install cameras and put a prisoner security guard at each one of what we felt was suicidal door. So if something alerted them by the camera being, featured on them 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year, that will probably work, because Big Brother has to be watching at all times. Because aren't they doing that anyway through our cell phones, through our computers, through our CDs, through, just anything that could have a detrimental placed part on society and the individuals. You just never know where they got cameras, okay? They can have it on your refrigerator. You never even know. They can have it on your stove. You never even know how they could hit it in the microwave. We just don't know. But they know. But going back to the article, it says, the documents noted that while on suicide watch, inmates are forced to wear a smock made of material that is akin to the material that moving companies use when wrapping furniture. They cannot shower or shave, are forced to eat with their hands, and are not allowed access to family or other support systems. Well, my prison would. They would have that support of their family, friends, or whomever, okay? I don't know about the eating with the hands. It's not appropriate, because we have some African individuals. That's just a form of, when they eating fufu and all that stuff, you have to eat it with your hands. So it's more pleasurable and tasteful by doing so. Because I know when my mom used to cook collard greens and cornbread, and you have that the peppers in there and stuff, I just used to like to eat it with my hand too sometimes, because it was just too tasty, and it wasn't gonna be on my fork that long anyway. So that's not inhumane to do that. And hell, when you have a hot dog or a hamburger, you kind of eat it with your hand. You got to hold it together, put it to your mouth, and there you go. So I don't know what that is all about. But like I said, it would be, I don't know, the furniture wrapping paper, like that cellophane paper. I don't think, somebody need to show me if it is true, a jumpsuit that's made like that. Okay, because the only time I know that you're doing that, you're trying to lose weight and you're sweating because you're walking and you're exercising, and that pulls some of the, pounds off of you due to the sweat. But this is just frivolous stuff that they're saying that's, to me, is unfound and just unbiased, okay? Just biased. But anyway, go back to the article. It says Mr. Kelly is currently being confined illegally in violation of his 8th Amendment guarantees under the harsh conditions of suicide watch for no reason other than his status as a high profile inmate. The document said the conditions under which he is currently being confined are causing real and lasting harm to Mr. Kelly. Now, my thing is, did Mr. Kelly think about the harm he was impacting on his victims? Probably not. So, hey, easily done to them, easily done to you, Pied Piper. That's all I got to say. The Metropolitan Department of Corrections directed CBS News to the Federal Bureau of Prisons, which reached for comment. The Bureau declined to comment on the case or provide information on Kelly's location, citing safety and security reasons, but provided a link to its policy for placing inmates on suicide watch. The BOP is committed to ensuring the safety and security of all inmates in our population, our staff, and the public. The Bureau told CBS News humane treatment of the men and women in our custody is top priority. Okay, so y'all know what I felt about the situation. I've been doing my sidebars as I was doing my commentary, but now it's time for you all to weigh in, the family. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation. R. Kelly and his lawyers trying to make all them demands, but don't understand the reason why he was there in the first damn place. Okay, too much, too little, too late is all I got to say, and I will see y'all next video. Bye bye.